Jai Shri Krishna. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Navagraha Devatabhyo Namaha. So today we are going to see PANCHA PURUSHA yogas according to Phaladipika and other texts. So let's begin. So when I play and make videos, some people actually comment that they don't like me playing and making videos. So today I'm going to be very serious. Okay? Oh, let's do PANCHA PURUSHA. I'm not going to be that serious, just joking. So let's begin with the PANCHA PURUSHA yogas, which are given like this in Phaladipika. Ruchaka Bhadraka Hamsaka Malavaha Shashakhav Panchacha Prakirtitaha. And it's given like this. Let us see the yogas. It begins with Ruchaka. Yes, so this is the yoga called Ruchaka Yoga. So, Ruchaka Yoga is a very special yoga which comes with Mars. So, this is not just a yoga that it should be in its own sign or something like that. It should have lots of power. So, let's see the rules of this yoga. First rule A. Mars must be in its Swakshetra, that is Aries and Scorpio. Swakshetra means that in its own place. So it should be Aries and Scorpio. So if it's Aries and Scorpio, it should be powerful there. Or this is more powerful. So we have all been shown that Swakshetra normally gives 75%. Actually, yogas cannot be measured by percentage, but still a small figure of this can be given that Swakshetra gives 75% of the effect, whereas Uchakshetra gives 100% of the effect, again depending on various strengths. So Uchakshetra or sign of exaltation. What is Mars sign of exaltation? It's Capricorn. And next, it should be, the third rule is, actually this is what the rule has been given like this according to scriptures. But again, there is a third rule according to Phaladipika which says Kendrasthaha. Also, Kendrasthaha means, in Sanskrit, Kendrasthaha. So Phaladipika means in the Kendras. That means Kendrasthaha in Sanskrit. In Kendras, also from Lagna or from the moon also this yoga can be counted. Kendra from Lagna or the moon. Now we have seen that it can be from Lagna or the moon. But if you are reckoning it from the moon, moon should be strong. If you are reckoning it from Lagna, the Lagna should be strong. This is the main rule. So Kendrasthaha, it should be reckoned from Lagna and it should be in a Kendra from the Lagna. So it's simple to understand that these three rules must be followed according to scriptures. But again, there is one more rule that has to be applied which is not given in the scriptures, but still we have to apply this particular rule. Let's put a chart for this. This is an example chart. It's not anybody's chart or any particular time. Here. So if we are going to put a chart like this in 12 boxes, then the normal rule according to this will give three things. So let us see this. So there is an important thing in this. Even if it's in Uchakshetra with malefics and other evil planets, this yoga will not become destroyed, but still it will give less effects. So Ruchaka yoga must be there with total power. So Mars, Lagna or the moon, which you are reckoning it from, should be very powerful. So let us see with the Lagna first. Aries Lagna. Let's keep Mars in Capricorn. And let's keep Jupiter in Cancer, for example. Or we can also keep Jupiter here in Virgo. Or we can even keep Jupiter here. Yeah, you can keep Jupiter here too. So there is an aspect of Jupiter on this planet and there is no malefic association. Along with that, the Lagna also belongs to Mars, first Lord in the 10th house. So there is also a very good yoga. Along with the aspect of Jupiter, this becomes more powerful. Especially this one is the best one. So this is a Ruchaka and Hamsa yoga mix. So when this yoga comes, it's extremely powerful for the native. If you see these two combination gives Ruchaka and Hamsa, but again this is very important. So in case Saturn and Rahu came here and Jupiter was not here, if Jupiter was here, the bad effect would have been minimized. The effects of Ruchaka might come, but along with that, bad effects will also come. Like accidents, because Mars and Rahu must never come together. Saturn and Mars also, if they come together, there is some other problem in the person's profession as given here. But still, if it's exalted, there are good effects too. So these two must not be there. Malefic aspects and conjunctions must not be there to the most. So again, if it's close to its exaltation degree, that is very close, then also there's a very big possibility of this particular Ruchaka yoga becoming extremely powerful and the native becomes really great. So this is the first Pancha Maha Purusha yoga from Kshiti Sutta. Kshiti Sutta means Mars. So Mars is giving this particular yoga. This yoga is extremely powerful and it gives a few effects as given in the Phaladipika. So the Phaladipika says for this yoga, Dirghasyo bahu sahasapta vibhavaschurori antabali garvishto ruchake pratita gunavan senapadirjitwaraha Ayushman sakushagra buddhiramalo vidvajjarashlagito bhupo bhadraka yoga jyoti vibhavascha kolahalaha. So the person born in Ruchaka yoga has a long face. He acquires wealth by performing courageous deeds. He will be full of valor and powerful, will conquer his enemies and will be arrogant. This arrogance aspect is one negative aspect, but that doesn't be there if Jupiter's association is present with Mars. For example, if Jupiter is here, arrogance disappears for this particular yoga Ruchaka. So try getting good aspects of Mars from all sides. So if this is there, then Mars gets fortified, and that too it's in the Kendra from the Lagna. Digbala also, Mars gets Digbala in 10th house. So having this wonderful position, the planet Mars becomes strong. So when it becomes strong, it has the full effect to give you the effects. If a planet, okay, for example, I can give you an example for this. There is a government official who is having the goodness and wealth to give you an award. He's having everything enough to give you an award. He has all the qualities, but just that he does not have a position to give you the certified award. Imagine that there is some government official which is supposed to give some award, but does not give an award, though he has the power of giving an award. So that's what is happening. In case Mars does not have power, it cannot give any special benefit to the native. It should have power and it should have aspects of good planets. Venus with Mars would not be that great, but Jupiter with Mars in Capricorn also would not, it would give Nitya Bhanga Raja Yoga, but still it should have more fortification. Again, if this Ruchaka Yoga is malefic and defunct, it gives bad effects. That is, of course, sure. That Shani Rahu extra thing that I showed you in the Capricorn sign, in case that kind of a problem comes inside, then it becomes serious for the native. So that becomes kind of serious. But in Mars Dasha, there's a good effect. In Saturn and Rahu Dasha, there will be problems like Antar Dasha. Even in Mars Dasha, there will be problems like accidents, etc. In Saturn and Rahu, the native will experience a lot. So as far as possible, these bad things must not be present in the chart to give a fully beautiful Ruchaka Yoga. So, here in the Ruchaka Yoga effects, he acquires wealth by performing courageous deeds, and that is because Ruchaka Yoga is based on exaltation positions and Mars is a courageous planet. So, he will be full of valor and powerful. Again, that is also based on Mars. Karakatwas. Will conquer his enemies and will be arrogant. This arrogant aspect, as I said, that Jupiter aspect will remove this problem. So, next we will see the next yoga, Bhadra Yoga. Bhadra Yoga is caused with Mercury. The last sign here is Ayushman Sakushagra Buddhiramaro Vidvajjana Shlagito Bhupo Bhadraka Yoga Jyoti Vibhavascha Sthana Kolahalaha. So this gives the qualities of Bhadra Yoga. So let us see the qualities of Bhadra Yoga. Ayushman. Okay, let's see later. Now I will put the yoga here. Ruchaka Yoga is the second yoga. So, 2. Bhadra Yoga is the second yoga. Bhadra. Bhadra Yoga is caused by Mercury, and the meaning of Bhadra is the secure person. The secure one is the meaning of Bhadra. So this is caused by Mercury. 3 rules for this, just like Mars, is A. Mercury must be in Swakshetra or Uchakshetra, that is exaltation sign, or and it must be in a Kendra. 3. In a Kendra. This is given from the scriptures, but one more important rule followed in this is should be strong. This yoga must be strong. It must be Bala Yoga, Bala Bhadra. It must be powerful yoga. It can't be weak yoga. Weak yogas will not give you that much effect. It's like somebody gives you some food, but you are only destined to have a little part of that food. How will it be? It's instead more painful. So this is about Bhadra Yoga. So if any yoga is present, if it's not able to give you the full power of the yoga, a person becomes disappointed. So an astrologer should properly explain the yoga correctly, because just if somebody has Mercury in exaltation or in Swakshetra, might be born at a particular month in which Mercury was there, that doesn't mean that this yoga was very powerful or becomes very powerful. This yoga does not become powerful if the planet concerned is not powerful, because the yoga is not reckoned from planets, it is reckoned from the strength of the planet. The planet and its position do not have that much effect on the yoga, whereas the planet's position in accordance with its strength gives the exact yoga formation. So here you can see that should be powerful. Let's see a chart for this. That means an example. It would be complicated if we give a real life chart. Let's just give a normal one, like an example. So, now, in case Mercury is here, for example, aspected by Jupiter in Meena, and the Lagna is here, or the Lagna is here itself. If we see this particular thing, it sounds extremely amazing, but the aspect of an enemy is a little bad, but still Drishti Bala, that much concerned, well, it's still very powerful. So the aspect here is of a good planet. Instead of Considering Panchala Maitri here, we can still give a good planet. So instead of this, if we take Venus for example, Venus is exalted here, and again it's a friend to Mercury, so the aspect of this would prove more better and would be extremely powerful. And this yoga is powerful only when Mercury is powerful. So again, if there is Rahu sitting here, if there is Shani sitting here, or any bad conjunction or aspect here, or Mars here, Mars aspecting this one, Mercury. So if all of these bad planets are aspecting, or if many bad planets are aspecting, the yoga's power keeps this reducing, and finally it comes to 0. So we must be very careful about the effects when we are saying different kinds of effects, because every single bala, the Shad balas, have a very important say in this. Only Naisargika bala cannot be considered. All the different balas of the chart have to be considered while giving the yogas. So let's see the effects of this yoga. As we saw the shloka, Ayushman means one who is long living. Sakushagra buddhiramalaha means one who is having intelligence which is compared to the kusha grass. So kusha grass is very sharp. So a person who is born in this yoga has intelligence compared to the kusha grass, or it's called kushagra buddhi. And then Vidvajjana Shlaghitaha. So Vidvajjana means scholars, and Shlaghitaha means appreciated. So he is appreciated for his deeds, especially courageous deeds, by the scholarly people. And Bhupaha. So normally Bhupaha is just misinterpreted as king, but sometimes when this yoga is less powerful, then we can say it might be a person who is helping the world. So Bhupaha, so Pati iti paha. So that extra pa comes when you say protection. So he protects this earth. Protecting the earth is not just a politician. Bhupaha does not mean a politician. Just nowadays, astrologers have started using words like Bhupaha to show king, and they say king becomes government official, and they say government official is some politician. So it cannot be a politician in my humble view, because Bhupaha means one who protects earth. It does not mean a crooked politician who sits and destroys earth. It has to be a good person who is protecting earth. So it can be anything like that. Bhadraka yoga jyoti vibhavascha sthana kolahalaha. So Bhadraka yogajaha means one who is born in the yoga known as Bhadraka. So Bhadra yoga, a person who is born in this Bhadra yoga will be Ati Vibhavaha, one who is very rich and prosperous. Vibhava means different kinds of great things or opulences in his life. So Ati Vibhavaha means one who has lots of opulence. Asthana kolahalaha, eloquent in his speeches. So this is the meaning of this shloka, and there are many things that have to be interpreted differently when words have been given by great sages like Sri Mantreshwara. We must easily understand that this is not only for one small little thing that says my term and becomes a king. King for everything. Bhupaha also has many meanings. It means protecting the earth. That cannot be done only by a king. It can be with just by a good person who is helping, spreading awareness among people. So that is called Bhupaha. So the next yoga that is present is known as Hamsa yoga. Let us see the yoga Hamsa. And in this yoga, Hamsa yoga, in the yoga Hamsa yoga or Hamsa yoga, Jupiter has to have the same qualities, A, B, C, whatever has been given here, and it should be powerful. Jupiter being powerful is normally a easy thing. Jupiter automatically gets powerful most of the times because it is a good planet. In most of the houses, Jupiter gives good effects because it's a very good beneficial planet. So we have to consider more things to give all the effects of Hamsa Yoga in this. Jupiter can give Hamsa Yoga when in exaltation and when in Swakshetra, that is this or this. Jupiter's exaltation and Swakshetra are all based such in Trikonas 1, 5, 9 or 1, 5, 9. So this particular yoga of Hamsa can only be done when Jupiter is here in the Lagna, very beneficial. Jupiter is here, 4th house, it can be also there. And Jupiter should be, for example, here, or Jupiter should be here for this 10th house. So in case these combinations are very prominent in the horoscope, then Hamsa Yoga comes. So for this, there should be a beneficial aspect. Beneficial aspect, again, Jupiter does not need actually a beneficial aspect, but to strengthen it, we can use a beneficial aspect like this. So this also would give a good effect. Here a beneficial aspect is good. And then again, Mars here aspecting will be a problem, though this forms a yoga. Still it's a problem, but it just reduces a little part of this, though they both are friends. Since an aspect of an evil planet is there, still it does not give that much bad effect or anything like that. It enhances the effect of its own yoga, but reduces the effect of Jupiter's yoga. So here again, many things have to be seen. The bala, sthana, this, that, so many things have to be seen before properly ascertaining this Hamsa Yoga. So we have seen Hamsa Yoga now. So let's see the benefits or the effects that a person gets in Hamsa Yoga. So in Hamsa Yoga, it has been given as Hamse sadbhirabhishtuta kshitipate shankha jamatsyang kush Shinhai padakarankita shubhavapu mrishtanna bhugdharmikaha. So this is the effects of a special yoga known as Hamsa. Here, Hamse sadbhirabhishtutaha, one who is he is liked by good people. So a person who's liked by good people means he has helped good people. So he is so good. So that kind of a person is born in Hamsa Yoga. So they having red cheeks and white body. So there is also one more example. In case Cancer Jupiter, that is even more stressed upon. He'll have in his hands and feet the marks of conch, lotus, fish and ankusha. Yeah, this has to be considered only after proper analysis of the chart and after seeing every single aspect. Only then this conch and all of these things can come, because only Krishna can have such a thing, only the Lord can have. But people born in Hamsa might have small traces of these kinds of things. His body will be beautiful, will eat delicious food and will be virtuous. Here it has been given like Shrutipatihi. Here king or government official can be given. But again, this person will not be cunning. So without being cunning, you can't be a government official in modern day. So you can't be a politician, you can't be any of that high status. Still, you will be ruling the masses with your speech and all of these things if Hamsa Yoga is present. Again, if Saturn is here and aspects Jupiter, or if Saturn is in the 10th house along with Jupiter here, then Saturn in the 10th house, especially in Cancer, etc., gives the emotional cheat. Emotions are shown by Cancer, and Saturn here gives that cheating of that. So this gives a politician effect. But they still have some good mind. Because of Jupiter in exaltation of the 10th house, they still have some good mind and do some religious activities though without their knowledge or with their knowledge they are emotional cheats. That means they use their emotions to cheat people. So this is the meaning of this one, and after that, so pada karankitaha, that means in the hand and the leg we have these signs. So okay, mrishthanna bhuk. So mrishthanna bhuk means one who eats sweet food and beautiful or delicious preparations. So and will be virtuous. Again, all of these effects can be based on dasha. Will eat delicious food. Only when the dasha comes, they can eat delicious food. It's not like that. It can be any time because that's the normal characteristic. Well, other things will have all different kinds of dasha, antardasha have to be considered. And for most of these yogas, dasha and antardasha are extremely important and have to be considered because these yogas cannot give entire effect if the dasha and antardasha are not given that much importance in calculation. Next, Malavya Yoga caused by Venus. Malavya Yoga is made by Venus, so it is caused by Venus. In case Venus is having the same position, so Jupiter, exaltation for extra information is Cancer, Mula Trikona is Sagittarius, and Swakshetra is Pisces. Malavya Yoga, so Venus exaltation is Pisces, Swakshetra is Taurus, and Mula Trikona is Libra. So, if it's present in any of these signs, along with being in a Kendra, and having strength. So having strength. So then this yoga will give entire effect. So here, one or the other problems happen in everybody's chart, and even in these Malavya Yogas, if a malefic aspect 100% there will be some of the problem with this. Nothing can be that perfect, fully perfect. So if there are any blemishes, those blemishes will be minused. They'll have all of these things except this one. They'll have all of these things along with this one bad quality. So that often happens in people, except a lot that can happen in all people. Here is another example chart to convey this meaning. Now, Venus is present here, for example, or here, for example, or here. So, now, if Lagna is here, or Lagna is here, or Lagna is here, or here, or for this Lagnas are in exact Kendras, then don't consider these two Venus. Okay, these two Venus positions. So from here we can assess that Venus is in Lagna, and in case Venus is in the 4th house, it's better because it gets Digbala. Venus here is extremely powerful for all different kinds of things. So if Venus is present in the 1st house, the person gets all qualities of Venus. So Malavya Yoga is automatically formed, but again it should have lots of strength. That means aspect by good beneficial planet. or Jupiter. Here gives a good effect. Now, actually friends, there was a thief who broke in inside the video and took away my car. So I brought it back from her and I kept it here. That is my sister, of course. So let's keep this car away. It's a nice one. Let's keep it away. And let's continue with Malavya Yoga. So Malavya Yoga is a yoga formed by Venus, as you saw here. The total explanation is given here. And now the next yoga is Shasha Yoga. Just a second. Shasha Yoga is a yoga formed by Saturn. It's an extremely powerful yoga which is formed by Saturn. It is also the fifth PANCHA PURUSHA yoga. Now concentrating on Shasha Yoga, we can say a few things about this yoga. That is, all of these things have to be done correctly. Here Saturn should be in its exaltation, that is Libra, or it must have been in Swakshetra, that is Capricorn, and its Mula Trikona, that is, even Mula Trikona is also a Swakshetra, but Swakshetra would be a better word to call it. So Mula Trikona means important house. So this Mula Trikona of this will be of Saturn is Aquarius. Okay. So these particular things are very important. So next, here in all yoga the basics are involved. And now plus in a Kendra plus Abhigya having strength Abhigya has become too much. Abhigya! Not in the video. So, now the next thing to be given here is the chart. Saturn must have strength. So, that is the most important thing here. Well, let's run out of ink. So, here. Now Saturn, in case it's here, as in the case of, So Saturn is present in this particular place, then it is actually very good. So here in Sardar Patel's chart, Saturn is present in Capricorn. Lagna is here, it's not that great, but if the Lagna is here, yeah, it's kind of good. The 4th house also is bad. Actually in Kendra, Saturn proves bad. In the 10th house, okay, kind of, but in Kendras, generally Saturn proves bad, as Saturn in 1st house makes problems. Well, if it's in Sagittarius, it doesn't, but then Shasha Yoga doesn't occur. So this yoga has little wicked qualities, as we'll see later. That's why it has such wicked qualities. So second, this can be the Lagna, and Saturn can be here. Or third, this can be the Lagna, and Saturn can be here, 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 or here. Or here. Even for this, here, everywhere. So in case Jupiter's aspect comes here or Mercury's aspect comes here, the effects will be different. Jupiter's aspect will give a spiritual outlook and Mercury's aspect will give a businessman outlook. So let's see about this. here. Shasta sarvadanai subhritya balavan gramadhipo vandrapo durvritta shashayogajo nyavanita vittanvita saukhyavan लग्नेन्द्वादपि योग पंचकमिदं साम्राज्य सिद्धिप्रदं तेष्वेकादिषु भाग्यवान् नृपसमो राजा नृपेन्द्रोऽधिकः. So, let us see the first two lines talk about the effects of this. Shasta sarvajanai subhritya balavan Gramadhipo vandrapo durvritta shashayogajo nyavanita vittanvita saukhyavan. So, a person born in Shashayoga, Shastaha sarvadhanehi. He is acclaimed by all people. And Subhritya balavan. So, Subhritya means one who has good servants. Sushtubhrityaha yasya sa Subhrityaha. So a person who has good servants is called Subhritya. So Balavan, one who is very strong. Gramadhipaha, one who is the lord of a village, or Nripaha. So Gramadhipaha and Nripaha here again mean somebody who is protecting the village, or somebody whose words and life influenced life and the rulings and the government or the governance of the village or the place. So Nripaha also means Narampati Nripaha. That means one who protects the people is known as a king. Every astrologer says Nripa means king. Nripa means king. So if it's Nripa, then all people who have Satya Yoga should be kings. Not possible. It can be a person who protects the country, or in case there are other conjunctions of Raja Yogas, yeah, a king. So Durvrittaha, one who does bad work. That is, of course, naturally because of Saturn's placement in the Kendra. Durvrittaha. Okay, Shashayogajaha. So Durvritta Shashayogajaha. So a person born in Shashayoga. Also, Anya Vanita Vittanvitaha. That means a person who likes women of other people and money of other people. One who enjoys money and all the assets including women of other people. So that's one bad quality, because Saturn is in a Kendra, automatically it gives such effects, and that's why it's like this. But sometimes if there is good aspect etc., there will not be such evil effects. Saukhyavan, one who is happy. He will normally be happy. So Dr. Radhakrishnan and Motilal Nehru, Dr. Radhakrishnan has this yoga, Shasha Yoga. That means if you see Dr. Radhakrishnan's chart, so yeah, you can see the yoga formation clearly here. Wonderful yoga formation. No wonder President post was given. So okay, now concentrate on this particular part of the chart. How does it seem? Mercury and Jupiter with Saturn. Mercury and Jupiter are two benefic planets. I think we should not see Panchadaha Maitri here. Okay, you can consider that too. But still, the more important thing here is Mercury and Jupiter thing. So Mercury, Jupiter with Saturn, which is exalted, and Mercury in friends house. Well, Jupiter's beneficial things do also appear on Saturn, even though it's in an enemy house. And Jupiter gets Digbala. Mercury also is having Digbala, and Saturn is exalted. So there's all-round power in this, and it's also in the Lagna. So Lagna again Kendra. So no wonder Dr. Radhakrishnan went up to such a high stage. So one last point about this yoga is, yes, लग्नेन्द्रोरवियोगपञ्चकमिदं साम्राज्यसिद्धिप्रदं तेषु एकादिषु भाग्यवान् नृपसमो राजा नृपेन्द्रोऽधिकः. So this says that you can lagna indvorapi, from lagna and Indu, that means Panchami Vibhakti. So you can reckon this from even Lagna and the moon too. Lagnendvorapi yoga panchakamidam, you can reckon this, but provided this and this are both strong. So the Lagna here must be strong or having good aspects. That has not been covered in all of these, but it's an extra point. Lagna or the moon. If you're seeing it from the moon also must be very strong. There should be strength. Depending on the strength and the strength of the planet concerned, Ruchaka and Bhadra, Malavya, Hamsa and Shasha, the yoga will give its good effects. So again here, that's a very important point. So both can be reckoned from Lagna and the moon also. But the conditions have to be met. And next, it's good if the moon is also in a Kendra. That will be extremely good. In case we are reckoning it from the moon, automatically it will come also from the Lagna, so it will be good. So they bestow on the native an empire and perfection. Empire and perfection, Samrajya Siddhi Pradam. Actually the translation should be the acquirance of an empire through ways, or gives the empire. Siddhi Pradam. You are successful in, it's called successful in acquiring an empire. So that's the translation. Or even this can be taken. Samrajya Siddhi Pradam. Samrajyam cha siddhim cha. Okay, Pradadati. It is Samrajya Siddhi Pradam. So that means it gives all the things like an empire and also Siddhi. That means success or perfection. Samrajya Siddhi Pradam. Teshu ekadishu bhagyavan. In case a person has one yoga, Ruchaka or Bhadra or just one yoga, then he will be fortunate. Bhagyavan. 2. In case he has two yogas, Teshu ekadishu bhagyavan 2. Nrupasamaha. Equal to a king. That means having all enjoyments of a king or having the position of a king. Enjoyments and position do not come together, or sometimes come together for very lucky people. But equal to a king means has a position or power over the people equal to the king. Always position and power are all reckoned upon people. But happiness is also reckoned upon people, but in a less percentage. So equal to a king means that he might be equal to a king in happiness or in position, depending on the planetary aspects. Everything depends on this and God's mercy. Nripasamaha, equal to a king, whether by happiness or by position. And Raja. 3 yogas in a person give Raja, king himself. Okay. Here there are 2 yogas, one from the moon and one from the Lagna actually. Yeah. Yes. So here, king. He becomes a king if there are 3 yogas like this. If there are 4 yogas, Nrupendraha. he becomes an emperor. In case all the five are there, Nripendrodhika. Here Nripendraha has been given, and then there is a Pluta saying Adhika. So Nripendraha Adhika. This has to be considered split. 1, 1, and then 1, 2. So first emperor, then greater than an emperor. Adhikaha Nripaha. Or you can say Nripendrad Adhikaha. Or you can say Nripendrad Api Adhikaha. So greater than an emperor. Well, that's the power of having 5 yogas like this. So, superior or greater, depends like that. So, I made this video on PANCHA MAHA yogas. I also made on Sunafa, Anafa, Dhurdhura, Khemadruma, Neecha Bhangaraja yoga, Vasi, Vesi, and Shubhavasi, Shubhavesi, Ashubhavasi, Ashubhavesi, and also sun-based yogas, lunar yogas, and also Shubho-Bhayachari, Ashubho-Bhayachari, and also other different kinds of yogas. And I should continue making such videos. So, thank you. Jai Shri Krishna. You can have a sight of the entire one. So here you can see that is, so a recap for this is when the first shloka of the Yogadhyaya, Shashthodhyaya, Yogadhyaya, Prathama Shloka. When you see the first shloka of the 6th chapter, then we can easily know that these kinds of yogas are caused by the 5 planets which are present in the exaltation, so kshetra or ucha kshetra areas, and they should have power. They can both be reckoned from the lagna and the moon, all of these rules. Ruchaka bhadraka hamsaka malava sashaka iti panchacha kirtitaha svabhavanochaka tesha chatushtaye kshiti sutadishu tankramasho vadet. This means that Ruchaka, Bhadraka, Hamsaka and Malava and Shaka are the 5 Pancha Mahapurusha yogas which have been given here. These 5 Pancha Mahapurusha yogas are reckoned from the moon or from the lagna, and they can be also coming Swabhavana Uchchagadeshu Chatushtaye. They can they should be Swabhavana Uchchagata. They should be in their own homes or Uchchagata, or they should be in their exaltation areas. And this is only for 5 planets. They are called they are called Kujadi Tara Grahas. So Kshiti Sudadi Shutan Kramasho Vadet. You must say these yogas are starting from Kshiti Sudha or Mars. If Mars occupies Aries or Scorpio or Capricorn, identical with the Kendra, the yoga so formed is known as Ruchaka. If Mercury occupies Gemini or Virgo, identical with the Kendra, the yoga so formed is called Bhadra Yoga. If Jupiter occupies Sagittarius or Pisces or Cancer, identical with the Kendra, the yoga arising from such a disposition is known as Hamsa Yoga. If Venus occupies Taurus or Libra or Pisces, identical with the Kendra, the yoga so formed is called Malavya Yoga. If Saturn occupies Capricorn or Aquarius or Libra, the yoga so formed is known as Shasha Yoga. For all of these, the power should be present of the lagna or the moon, whichever concerned or whichever the yoga is being reckoned from. And the planet which is performing the yoga must have strength. That is about Drishti Bala, Sthana Bala, all the Shad Balas. So this is a small recap for everything. You can easily see it in this, it has been explained in the entire video. So this is the Pancha Mahapurusha yogas. So thank you. Hope you found this video informative. Jai Shri Krishna.